Welcome to Magreglio, a charming village located at the heart of the two branches of Lake Como, the Triangolo Lariano, Larian Triangle, 754 meters above sea level at the end of the scenic Strada della Valassina, connecting Milan to Erba and the majestic summit of Bellagio. This location offers visitors a wonderful experience that appeals to all the senses. Your journey begins on the terrace of the Belvedere Romeo, located between Magreglio and Bellagio, overlooking the Central Alps, the Prealps, and Lake Como. The panel in front of you and this audio guide will accompany you in the discovery of this enchanting place, where the breathtaking landscape seems to magically transform into a painting, evoking some quite unique emotions. In the upper part of the panel, you will find an image of the spectacular view from the Belvedere Romeo. In the lower part of the panel is a short descriptive text in Italian. In the top part of the landscape photograph, you can find an amazing view of the mountains. As you explore the image from left to right, you can feel the rugged mountain profile beginning with Monte Legnoncino, followed by the mountains Croce di Muggio, Legnone, Mount Parolo, Mount Rotondo, Mount Cucco, and Mount Pilastro in the middle part of the panel. Continuing our visual tactile exploration, on the right you will find Mount Palagia, Cima Pianchini, Cresta di Biancoformia, the Northern Grigna, Sasso Carbonai, and finally, at the end of the mountain outline, on the far right, Zucco dei Chignoli. If we now move to the bottom part of the picture, on the left side, you can notice just below the mountain profile a statue placed on an imposing pedestal. It's the monument erected in memory of the achievements and victories of cyclists. In fact, this Belvedere is associated with some places of interest and memorabilia dedicated to the great cyclists of the past. The first is the sanctuary of the Madonna del Ghisallo. It was built in the 17th century as a chapel to protect travelers, and a few centuries later became a main point of interest in the classic Il Lombardia, the famous bicycle race. The tour is celebrated each time with the typical ringing of the church bells as the group of cyclists passes by, in a kind of enchanting ceremony that transports everyone back to a glorious era. Felice Gimondi, an Italian cycling legend, once described the ascent to the chapel as the first climb of his life. In fact, in the legendary years of cycling, arriving first at the chapel often meant winning in Milan at the finish line of the Tour of Lombardy, and on some occasions also of the Giro d'Italia. The second point of interest is the cycling museum, Madonna del Ghisallo, represented on the right side of the panoramic image. It is a fully accessible space where you can discover the stories and lives of professional cyclists. Here, you're in the heart of Magreglio, where history, nature, and culture come together to create a unique and memorable experience for all.